rest is the
Sir, can I open this to share the screen?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, ma, yeah. Please tell. I was just sharing my screen. Please wait. Yeah. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah. Please. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So today,
Ma'am, I can't see.
Ma'am, yesterday you are saying one point only.
what point it is?
please complete the point, ma'am, which you were saying yesterday.
Yesterday,
last
at
point
the
you
end
gave.
of the class, we were discussing about force can change the shape or size of an object. That was the last property that we are discussing in regard with effects of force. And in that, actually, I was just telling you the examples, like it is a rubber band or sponge. That is completed, I think so. So today we are going to learn
No, ma'am,
about.
it was something. The state of motion of an object is, you
You did
told
not
until
note it
there.
down those things. Yesterday I
We
told you,
noted
did
off,
have.
ma'am.
Yeah, first point what I have told you is the state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction of motion. After that point you wanted the state of
Yes,
motion
ma'am.
of an object at rest is the state of zero speed. Did you note down this point yesterday?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll continue from there then.
Repeat that
So
point.
please note down the second point,
Please, that, ma'am.
the state of motion of an object at rest is the state of zero speed. The state of motion of an object at
Ma'am,
rest.
please can you repeat?
Yeah, I'll repeat 2 times, 3 times. Don't worry, note it down slowly. The state of motion of an object at rest is the state of is the state of zero speed. Did you note down?
Yes, ma'am.
So, what is the explanation for this point? Yesterday, I was just briefing you. Okay, so when an object is said to be at rest, mean when an object is not moving, when an object is in resting position, then its speed is zero. We consider the object's speed as zero. So, when an object is at resting position, then we will consider its speed as zero. Okay, that is what it is, the second property that we are discussing about. So that the state of motion of an object is at rest, then the state of zero speed mean the object is at zero speed. This is one property. The next property is, please note down, a change in the speed of an object, a change in the speed of an object.
Ma'am, 1 second.
I'm telling third point. Okay, please note down and then I will go for explanation also. A change in the speed of
A
an
change
object.
in the
I'll repeat it 3-4 times. Please don't talk anybody, because again others will not understand and again they will be telling me, ma'am, your voice is not clear. A change in the speed of an object or its direction or its direction of motion or both is referred as
Repeat, ma'am.
a change in the speed of an object or its direction of motion or both is referred to as a change in the state of motion of the object, is referred to as a change in the state of motion of the object. See, whenever there is a change,
Once repeat, ma'am.
I'm explaining, whenever there is a change in the speed of an object or its direction or both, mean there is a change in the speed and direction both, it is referred as change in the state of motion of an object. See, there is a change. 1 minute, I'll try to write it down for you. Okay, there is, what is happening is, there is a change in speed as well as direction. We have change in speed and direction of a particular object. Then there will be a change in the state of motion of that object. Change in state of motion there will be a change in the state of motion of an object. It is very, very clear, whenever there is a change in the speed of an object and there is a change in the direction of an object, then there will be a change in the state of motion of that particular object.
State of motion means what, ma'am?
State of motion is, for example, there is a ball. Okay, this is a ball, let us say, and this ball I have applied a force F. Then what happens? This ball will travel to some distance. Let us say it is like it has traveled to 5 centimeters or 5 meters. Then the ball comes to, this is a position A, let us say, and this is a position B. When a force F is applied on it, then what happens? The ball will travel from the initial point A to the final point B. So this is called change in the state of motion. Mean there is a change here. The object has moved from the initial point A, this is a ball, and this object has changed from the initial point A to B. So what is happening here? A force F is applied. Okay, when a force F is applied, there is a change in the speed and direction. Okay, a force is F is strongly applied on ball B or ball, then what happens? The ball will travel with high speed. It will travel with high speed. Then what is happening? Automatically there is a change or there is an increase in speed. and sometimes the ball may go in different direction also. For example, I have applied force in this direction, then ball will go in this direction. Or else if I have applied force in this direction, then ball will travel in this direction. So always the speed and direction of an object, if it is changing, then the state of motion of the object will also change. And this is the third property. Once again, I'm explaining you all the properties. And sometimes there is last one more properties. When you apply a force, sometimes force may not always bring out the change in the state of motion of an object. Sometimes force will not always bring out a change. Okay. For example, if you push a wall, let us say there is a wall here. Okay. And you are pushing this wall. Mean you are applying force F here on the wall and you are pushing the wall. Then there will be any change in the wall's shape? Because you have applied some force with your hand. Let us say you are pushing the wall with your hand. Is that like when you push a wall with your hand, the size of the wall will change, or the shape of the wall will change? Is there anything like that? No. Means, or it is like this: a force may not always bring out the change in the state of motion of an object. For example is, if you push a wall, there is no change in the state of motion of the wall. Okay, this is the wall. So this is the last property. I'll repeat all the properties once again. Yesterday almost for about 30 minutes I was explaining you these properties, and now I will ask one by one, so you should be in a position to explain me these properties again. Okay, I'll just brief out once again. The first property yesterday I have explained you is the state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction. See, already I have told you here clearly. So whenever there is a state of motion of an object, it is always described by speed and direction of motion. Here I have clearly written, speed and direction of motion always defines the state of motion of an object. That is the first property I have told. And the second property I have told is the state of motion of an object at rest is the state of zero speed. What is zero speed? Means the speed of an object is zero. The speed means it is not moving. It is in resting position. So whenever an object is in resting position, it means that its speed is zero. That is second property. And the third property is a change in the speed of an object or its direction of
Ma'am,
motion.
once repeat second property, ma'am.
Second property is very, very clear. I'll explain you. Let me rub this first. See, for example, you have a pen in your hand, let us say. Okay, let us say you have a pen. And that pen is, you have kept on one table. You have taken a pen and you have kept that pen, 1 minute. You have kept that pen on table. So it is not moving now. So it is in a resting condition now. Then will you observe that pen as moving now?
No.
Speaking, somebody has asked me doubt now. I was just trying to explain you. You have kept a pen on a table and you did not apply any force on it and you did not move it. So in which position it is?
Rest.
It is in resting
Rest
position.
position.
Then what is its speed?
Zero.
That is the property. Very simple property. The state of motion of an object at rest is the state of zero speed.
Ma'am, I
In a
can't
state of,
hear you. Ma'am,
is
your
it
voice
not
is not
clear?
audible.
Could you able to hear now?
It is very
Yes,
low,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Maybe it
ma'am.
is.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I am applying, like I am speaking very, very louder to make it clear
Ma'am,
to
we
you.
can hear you clearly, ma'am.
Yeah, because sometimes you may have your network problems or your
Yeah, ma'am, we
device
can
problems.
hear you clearly.
Because I'm speaking very loudly so that it should reach to you. because you have to pay a lot of concentration. This is physics. It is all related with properties, and if you do not understand one single terminology, then you cannot understand the remaining concepts. Okay, it is must that you have to pay your full attention. Every word is more important here. It is not like other subjects which you generally read and understand. It is not like that. So I am taking some time to explain you clearly because this is an online class. Okay, already first property I have explained you very clearly, and second property also I have explained you, and then the third property is the one which I have explained you, that is a change in the speed of an object or direction. I have told you
Ma'am,
very
ma'am, can you explain the second property?
second property same just now. The state of motion of an object at rest is the state of zero speed. I have given an example like pen. When you keep a pen on a table, when you do not apply any force, then the pen is not moving. It is in resting position. Then what is it is called as? It is called as zero speed. So that
Zero
is second
speed.
property. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So the third property is also clear. I told you there is a change in the state of motion of an object when there is a change in the direction and speed of an object. If there is a change in the speed and the direction of an object, then there is a change in the state of motion of an object. So these are the three effects of force.
Answer first one, Mama.
See, we will complete this class with only these properties. I think I cannot go for any other. Yesterday also we have discussed these properties. Already these properties you have studied in your 7th class and 6th class also. And again in 8th class also they have given the same properties. And again you are taking this much time for completion of that properties. Each point I'm explaining 5 times. Again you are asking me again first point. So this is the last time that I'm explaining you the properties. First property is very clear. I will just write it. Yesterday I think no, that thing is not working actually. 1 minute. Okay, the first property is state of motion. This is the first property. Okay, state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction of motion. This is the first property. Very clear. The state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction of motion. How to explain this? For example, there is a boy or a ball. Let us say this is a ball. Okay. This ball is at a point called A. Okay. Then what happened? I have applied a force F. Force is F. I have applied on ball. Then what is happening? The ball is in resting position now. It is in resting position. Its state of motion is at rest now. The balls or the object's state of motion is at resting position or is at rest. Now when a force is applied here, the ball will move. Okay, the ball will move to a point called B. And now the state of motion of this ball, we can describe it only by the help of in which direction this ball is moving. The state of motion of that particular ball can be described by the direction in which the ball is moving. In which the ball or an object is moving, and second is we can describe it
Ma'am,
with
I
the help
can't
of
see the screen, ma'am.
not able to see the screen.
Ma'am, I can see white, totally white.
Ma'am, it is in eraser mode.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
1 minute,
Ma'am, it is in eraser mode.
1 minute, Nana, please, 1 minute. I will check the settings. Again, I have to write.
Ma'am, these all points are there in our course book, no, ma'am.
They are there, but you are not understanding, Nama. If I am just explaining, you are not understanding. And if you just read the course book, you cannot understand directly. That is the reason I'm asking you to write running notes, or whatever the points I'm explaining, I'm asking you to write down. Because one time writing is equal to 100 times reading. Okay, if you read 100 times, you will forget. But if you write by your own one time, it is equal to 100 times reading. Understood?
Yes,
So they are there in your course book,
explain again,
but
ma'am.
I just want you to explain, and because your understanding is more important for me than just going for the reading. So now you are able to see the screen. I'll write down. Wait, is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
What I have written there?
Nothing, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is in eraser mode, ma'am. Eraser mode, ma'am.
1 minute. Could you able to see?
Number one you wrote, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, ma'am. Number 1 you wrote.
Already I have written everything on the board, but due to some technical problems, you could not able to see. So I have erased it, and again I'll write for you. Okay. The first property we are describing is, see, few of you are not understanding, so I'm explaining in diagrammatical pictorial representation I'm giving you. There is an object called B, and it is a ball. It is a ball. Okay. Then what happened? I have applied some force on it. You know what is meant by force. Okay. So I have applied some force on it. Then what is happening? The ball is at point A. Okay. Or the ball is at point 1. Okay. And when I have applied a force F, the ball is traveling some distance. Let us say it is traveling 10 centimeters. Okay. And the ball has reached a point B or 2. Okay, now the ball has reached to a final destination or final point. Okay, this is ball. Now here the ball is in resting position. Before starting its motion, the ball is in resting position. When a force F is applied, then the ball from its resting position, the resting position is called as state of motion of this ball. The resting position is called as state of motion of that particular object. So from resting position, when a force is applied F, when a F force is applied on it, the ball is moving from the initial point A, and it is traveling to a destination, and it is reaching to a final point B. Then what you are observing is, you are observing a change in the state of motion of an object. Okay, so the object has changed its position from A to B, means there is a change in the state of motion of an object. So how this change happened is, you have applied a force F. When you have
Ma'am,
applied a
should we
force F,
write this?
when you have applied a force F, there is a change in the direction. Okay, and there is some speed with which the ball has traveled. The ball has traveled with some speed when you have applied force F. So that the ball is reaching from A point to B point. Okay, there is some change in the direction and speed. So whenever there is a change in the direction and speed, then there will be a change in the state of motion of an object. This is the first property I have explained about. Tomorrow I will not explain these properties once again because it is already a very elaborated explanation I have given you. You have to read in the home. If you do not read and if you simply close the books after completion of the class, then it is again a new point for tomorrow's class. Whatever the points I've explained today in the class, if you read, if you practice well, if you by heart it from the course book, then it is easy for you to understand the next class. Or else the same class will be repeated for the next period also. Okay, this is the first property. The second property is I have already told you, take a pen, okay, or a pencil. Okay, when you place it on a table, it is in resting position. Okay, then the speed of this pencil is 0 speed because there is no movement. It is in resting condition. So this is the second property I have already told you. And the third property is also the same. Whenever there is a change in the speed, whenever there is a change in the speed and direction of an object.
Ma'am, how many points you gave, ma'am?
Only 3 points I have gave, but few of you are not understanding. So that 3
Ma'am,
points.
In course book 4 points are there, no, ma'am?
My last point is very easy. It is
Yes,
nothing
ma'am.
like, force may not always bring out. I have already told you. Take a wall. Okay, take a wall. And when some force is applied on it, sometimes force will not always bring a change in the state of motion of an object. For example, this is a wall. You are applying a force with your hand, let us say. When you are applying a force, when you are pressing the wall or you are pushing the wall with your hand, then the wall will not move. You cannot change the shape of an object or you cannot change the size of an object. Okay, so force may not always bring out the change in the state of motion of an object.
Ma'am,
So
once
this
can
is
you
the last-
repeat all points named, means all properties?
The first explanation is clear to you. Now you are able to understand all the 4 points, right? Okay, so now I will just read out once again. First point is the state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction of.
Ma'am, your voice is low, ma'am.
First point is very clear. I have explained that the state of motion of an object is described by its speed and direction of motion. That is first point. Second point is the state of motion of an object at rest. Please mute yourself, everybody. If you mute yourself, there will not be any disturbance. The state of motion of an object at rest is the state of 0 speed. And third point is a change in the speed of an object or its direction of motion or both is referred to as a change in the state of motion of that object. Okay, and last is force may not always bring out the change in the state of motion of an object. Okay, these are the 4 points. You have to read these points very, very well for tomorrow's class. This is the homework. You have to read every point. You have to understand every point. Okay.
Ma'am, once repeat third point, ma'am.
Third point, repeat in the sense you want explanation or you want me to read the point so that you will note it down.
Ma'am, you read the point, ma'am, and note it down.
A change in the speed of an object, a change in the speed of an object or its direction, a change in the speed of an object or its direction of motion or its direction of motion or both is referred REFERRED is referred to as a change in the state of motion of the object. Change in the state of motion of the object. All the points I have explained you. I have repeated 3 times, 4 times, 5 times also. And now the points are clear with you. Now you have to read all the points very well. That is the homework for you for tomorrow.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
tomorrow I will ask anybody. See, if you do not
Okay, ma'am.
tell me, if you do not tell me back the homework, then it is not good on your part only. Because it is
Okay.
nothing lost to me. It is a loss to you only. Because
Okay,
when you do
ma'am.
not read it, when I go for next topic explanation, I have already told you physics is a very, very important subject for you. Even for your future also. Because it comes in your intermediate, and after intermediate if you go for MCET examination or NEET examination or any medical entrance examination, or if you go for any engineering entrance examinations like IIT, NIT or whatever it is, physics is a very, very common subject which will come in across your life. And these are the basic
Yes, ma'am.
things which you have to learn and which you have to understand. Okay, if you do
Okay,
not
ma'am.
do homework, if you do not do groundwork, simply if I want to explain everything in the class, each point will take one class. Because physics is such a
Yes.
subject, it requires lot of attention, lot of concentration. And if I explain only one point for every period, I will explain. I don't have any problem. I will explain one point for every period. Then what will happen is exams will come, your portion will not be completed, and you cannot write the exam. So again, it is a loss for you. So that only I am requesting the
What's today's
students.
homework, ma'am?
Once voice is not audible,
Ma'am.
your voice is not clear to me. Actually, what you are speaking.
What's today's homework, ma'am?
Today's homework is read effect of force.
Okay, ma'am.
Effect of force is 3 points I have told. Force can make a stationary object move or change its position of rest. Force can make a moving object move faster. Force can change the direction of motion of a moving object. Force can change the shape or size of an object. These 4 points I have told you. And again, in the third point, what is the third point? Force can change the direction of motion of a moving object. In that, I have told you 4 properties. In that point, so in the third point, I have told you 4 properties. I have explained you. Today's total class is discussed only on that 4 properties. So I want you to read all those 4 properties. And again, tomorrow you have